This animation architect is an avant-garde voice in Western television. Genndy Tartavosky is a pillar in the world of animation, responsible for dozens of generational icons like Samurai Jack, Dexter's Laboratory, and Symbionic Titan. Blending styles from across several cultures, the Russian-born creative has inspired a multi-generational world of artists. Coming from humble beginnings, Genndy always had an affinity for comics, film, and animation. After his career as a student at Cal Arts, he'd make his way to Spain to be an animator for Batman the Animated Series. His friend Craig McCracken, the art director of Hanna-Barbera, hired both Genndy and Rob Renzetti of Teenage Robot fame to work on Two Stupid Dogs. In 1996, Tartavosky would see his own visions come to life as art director on the hilarious and nostalgic classic Dexter's Laboratory, that started as a student film during his time at Cal Arts. The show was only a hint to his signature minimalist style and sound effect-led approach. He'd even insert the thick accent he had as a child into Dexter's character as a memorable touch. Not only was the show a massive success, but was a gateway for icons like Seth MacFarlane and Butch Hartman, among others. He'd additionally contribute heavily as producer to Craig McCracken's Powerpuff Girls, another series utilizing a style that was soon to be fully fleshed out. In 2001, his next successful hit would come in the form of his direction on Samurai Jack, a wondrous story starring a badass character who treks and slashes his way through demons, time, and beautifully colored dystopian environments, taking from age-old tales to create a modern masterpiece. The minimal use of dialogue and emphasis on sound design is what makes him stand out as a leader in animation. He'd even earn an Emmy Award for his masterful visual storytelling, dynamic action, and cinematic approach that hadn't been seen in American media. The series returned for a 5th season on Adult Swim in 2017. This style grabbed the attention of George Lucas, who hired Tartavosky for the 2003 Clone Wars animated series. This show has made such a wide impact on the frame of Star Wars. Not only do we get the appearance of General Grievous before his cinematic debut, we see the world of Star Wars in a war-focused, broad set-piece, high-stake environment. The silence is loud, the Jedi are powerful, and the storytelling is highly visual, and in my mind, this series is still canon. Tartavosky is also responsible for the short-lived yet critically acclaimed Symbionic Titan in 2010, one of his most personal works with use of 3D models and breathtaking action sequences that only left more to be desired. He'd additionally make his directorial debut on the humorous Hotel Transylvania series. What's so impressive about these films is the use of squash and squish, blending 3D and 2D animation and taking inspiration from 20s and 30s cartoons, which I imagine would have been seen in the canceled Popeye film that Genndy was supposed to direct. Most recently, he created Unicorn Warriors Eternal and Adult Swim's Primal, fully fledging into the lack of dialogue and showing off his cinematic style and mastery in visual storytelling. And now with Adult Swim can tap into the more violent and mature themes also seen in his Netflix film Fixed. Genndy Tartavosky is a unique and distinct voice in animation with a style that could be heard profoundly.